I woke up this morning thinking about second graders and those that have dedicated their entire lives to educating them. Over the course of the past few months, I have watched my second grader in his classroom. His classroom at this stage is behind a computer screen, and I have watched the teachers work so hard day in and day out, navigating an entirely new process, working with teams and helping second graders to understand teams, dealing with the glitches that are ever present or sometimes present in that system. And along the way, our students have learned how to read, write, mathematics, and gain comfort from your kind words and your smiles. And we appreciate you. We appreciate you. And as a parent, I'm fully going to say to you right now that we are in solidarity with you, the educators. You have our hearts literally. And what that means is when we send our child to you, or when we put that child in front of the screen and they're learning from you, you have all that is important to us in the world. And we trust you to be careful with those hearts and think about safety first. I was deeply heartbroken. So close to Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a day where we think about how to better treat one another, a day where we learn that it's important to continue to stand up to bullies. On our inauguration day, a day where we announce that our democratic process works, that civil and human rights matter, I began to receive messages from the Bellevue School District. Those messages claim that those teachers that I have grown to love, we're not going to operate professionally. We're not operating professionally. We're going to breach an agreement. And throughout every statement and every comment and every message that I received, there was a tinge of bullying within it. There were thinly veiled threats. That message wasn't to the betterment of my family. That message wasn't to the betterment of my son. That message was a threat through us to teachers. So my response today is that we stand with you. We understand that you have not been heard at this moment, that you have not been in a place where anybody actually surveyed you to ask you how you felt about going back to in-person learning without any real authentic changes, so close to a place where we might actually have a vaccine accessible to everyone. And it's clearly not yet. So close to a time when we actually had a memorial saying 400,000 people have died in the past year from COVID-19. When we all are trying to protect the most vulnerable in our communities and find a way, you're told that you have to go. When the district doors are closed, when the school board is meeting virtually, where the state has limited the number of people that can be present in any particular place, when the Washington State Supreme Court has actually made determinations about extending and continuing trial dates and some hearing dates to avoid having too many people in person at any given time, they're telling us that we need to send our children and our teachers into the classroom together without any concern about your actual feelings. But I'll tell you as a parent, when I first received that questionnaire or survey or whatever they want to call it, the wording in it was clearly weighted. It was weighted in such a direction that we were, I believe, coercively encouraged to accept hybrid education to maintain any level of consistency for our child. We were stuck between a rock and a hard place. And that's another reason why I thank you for your stances that you're prepared to make here today. Because I need you to teach my son so many important lessons. One of those very important lessons is how to stand up to a bully. How to stand up to a bully. And that's what this superintendent is seeking to do. Bully his way into his way. Thank you for standing. We need you.